Well, hello there, fellow geeks and geekettes, and welcome to yet another video. Now, today's video is about Star Wars, because who doesn't like Star Wars? Well, many people actually, but never mind. I love Star Wars. Now, I've just read an article at bleedingfool.com, and it made me think once again about Star Wars and all the things that have been done to the franchise in the last couple of years, and the fact that it has been completely and utterly spoiled and almost destroyed for many people. Not for me, because I can always watch my own favorite episodes. I can always read my favorite books and comics from the expanded universe. I can always play my favorite video games that were made a long time ago. I can rewatch and enjoy all the good things that I grew up with and enjoy it all over and over again. And there is such a vast material, or a vast amount of material concerning Star Wars, the Star Wars universe, the galaxy far, far away, that I can never start being bored with it. And it doesn't matter that Disney says that this is canon or this isn't a canon. I've got my own canon, and for me, most of the Legends is canon. My canon is pre-Disney. So, and that is the beautiful thing about Star Wars. Everybody can have their own canon. Everybody can have their own favorite thing, because Star Wars ultimately is for everybody. This is important to say before I start talking about the article. This is important to bear in mind and to remember that Star Wars is a universe, an entire galaxy full of creatures and beings, be it anthropomorphic or not, be it human-like, or looking like huge slugs or little bears, looking like little critters, all different kinds of aliens, of all races and genders and sexes and faiths and beliefs that don't even exist because it's a freaking space opera sci-fi. And then SJW leftists and socialists come and try to destroy it, because they destroy everything and they claim things that are completely constructed and nonsensical, like there are not enough women for Star Wars, and it isn't fair, and it is actually a cultural oppression of women. Well, that is a complete and utter bullshit. In the entire Star Wars universe, both the films and the expanded universe, there is a plethora of female characters you can choose from and choose to be your favorite and identify with. Now, we have to consideration one fact, though, and this is what the article is talking about. It is talking about who was Star Wars designed for, and it's mainly an article about a book that is going to come out, and it's called Star Wars, I Love You, I Know, Lessons in Love and Friendship. And it is supposed to teach people relationships and love through Star Wars. I mean, yes, Star Wars is, from a huge part, a love story, or love stories, between different characters. Now, the most prominent, the dominant being the relationship between Leia and Han, but in the entire expanded universe, we can find many of them, not only like love relationships, but mainly friendships and family, because ultimately Star Wars is a family story of the Skywalker family, right? So I don't really think we need such a book, since the movies and the expanded universe itself can teach us these things. But never mind, people just, I suppose that the author wanted to make money, or wanted to, just write something about Star Wars, which I do understand. But what is interesting is that the article starts with a quote from George Lucas, who said in one of his interviews, when promoting his Strange Magic film, George Lucas told Wired, "Just like Star Wars was designed for 12-year-old boys," says Lucas, Strange Magic was designed for 12-year-old girls. Now here's an excerpt from the entire interview. We all noticed the lack of women in the Star Wars trilogy. Are you going to bring more women in for future Star Wars films? Lucas says, well, what of Princess Leia? When you're making a war film, how are you going to put women in it? Think of other war films. Think of The Longest Day, those films. Well, it's your galaxy. I have to go with the rest of the world and still make it believable. I'm not sure how many women will be in the rest of the films. That's the kind of thing that plots dictate. What would Star Wars have been like if Han Solo had been a woman? So, even though originally Star Wars was designed for young boys, for little boys, because it is, an action, adventure, space opera. And quite honestly, let us admit that the vast majority of people loving Star Wars, at least at the beginning, were young boys and men. And from those young boys now, well, grown men have become. But still, Star Wars has evolved into something that is eternal, that is omnipresent. It surrounds us, it penetrates us, it binds everything together, and everyone. It connects people because everybody loves Star Wars except for people who don't. But Star Wars has become a cultural, not only a cultural phenomenon, Star Wars has become a constant in the universe, a constant in the space and time continuum. There are hundreds of thousands, millions of fans, and everybody in the world at least knows the name Star Wars, the title. They see Darth Vader and they say, oh, that's the guy. Yeah, I've seen him somewhere. So it's become an icon that binds people together, and unfortunately in the last couple of years it has also been dividing people because of the freaking SJWs. But this is what they have been doing. They have been doing the complete opposite of what Star Wars has become, or should have become. It started, as George Lucas said, as a movie for 12-year-old boys, and it has become something that is for everybody. Something that connects and unites people. And now the SJW leftist Disney people come, and they try to claim things like, and all these things you can find in the article, to which I will provide a link in the comments down below, in the description down below. Now, they are trying to claim that Star Wars, as the interviewer said, is in a way oppressing women, that there are no enough female characters, which is bullshit and it's false. And then they are trying to claim that there are no gay characters, that there are no transgender characters, that there are no non-binary characters, because people just can't accept that there are men and women in the world, right? That we've got either a penis or a vagina. No, that's not enough. We need to be pig dolphins, or we need to use them or they, because people are getting bored in the world. They've got everything, so they are trying to make bullcrap ideas. I don't know why. I don't care. Do whatever you want. Be whoever you like. For all I care, I don't give a flock if you think that you are a man or a woman or a they or a them or fucking pink dolphin. I don't care about you. I just love Star Wars. I just want to watch Star Wars. I just want to enjoy good stories. I just want to read and read about good characters, watch movies about good characters. I just want to escape reality. I just want to use Star Wars as a form of escapism. And everybody can do that. And after all, in the core of it, Star Wars is a fantasy story. It's a fantasy story originally devised for kids. Well, you might think it's a sci-fi, but it's got all the signs of fantasy, so it's more like space opera. But originally designed for kids and for adults to escape reality, to enjoy good story, to enjoy good characters. I don't think the socio-political bullcrap, I don't think that politics, I don't think that things like sexuality, gender questions, I don't think these things belong to Star Wars. I just don't think so. They are making more films, they are making more TV shows. Look at The Mandalorian. I love The Mandalorian more than any of the newest Star Wars films that have been made so far. Be it The Force Awakens, Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker, Rogue One, Solo. I love The Mandalorian, most of these things, And it's got everything. It's got like my favorite character is the character portrayed by Gina Carano, which is a woman. Or who is a woman, it's a female character. She's my favorite because she's fucking awesome. She's badass. Of course, except for Baby Yoda, he is my favorite. But everybody loves Baby Yoda. But then, right after him, there's Gina Carano, Cara Dune. That's the name of the character. So, it's not true that Star Wars isn't for women. And in the latest Star Wars game, there is a character that is referring to himself as them or they. So they are incorporating everything because, I don't know, they feel like they need to. They feel like they need to do that, even though just simply telling a good story, I think, is enough. So that's what has been done, Star Wars. And now look at it from another point of view, from my point of view. Now, everybody's bitching about white men these days. Everybody's bitching about the oppression of this group or that group, this group or that group. Well, what about me? Can't I enjoy Star Wars? What about the young boys today? If I had a son, I would be extremely happy to introduce Star Wars to him. The original trilogy and the prequel trilogy, with which I grew up. Also, I grew up with all the 6 films. I was born at the beginning of the 1990s, right? So the Phantom Menace was actually the first film I ever saw in cinema. I love Jar Jar Binks. So I don't see why young boys couldn't enjoy Star Wars. I don't see why anybody should be mean to little boys wanting to enjoy Star Wars. Can't you see the oppression? Can't you see the utter and complete catastrophe? I have been suffering from depression and anxiety for a long time. And it has become almost unbearable in the last couple of years. And there are only a couple of things that can help me get through it. The first one is my family. The second one is art. Be it literature or films, music. Mainly literature and films. And my own creations I write. So one of the only things that can help me is actually delving into the world of Star Wars. Losing myself in it. I do not need anybody to spoil it for me. So, luckily, I myself do not care about these idiots who are trying to bring socio-political stuff into Star Wars. But not everybody is like me. There are people who can actually feel oppressed. There are people who can actually feel offended, who can feel sad that they are saying that the SJWs are saying, you are young boys, you are bad, you are mean, so you shouldn't watch Star Wars. Star Wars is for girls now. As the devil, Kathleen Kennedy has said, Force is female. The Force isn't fucking female. The Force isn't fucking male. The Force is the Force. It binds everything together, as I said. It should be for everybody. No exclusions. Not excluding women, not excluding men, not excluding fucking pink dolphins. It doesn't matter. Star Wars is for everybody. So please do not oppress young boys. Please do not oppress men. Like, everybody can enjoy Star Wars. Let me enjoy Star Wars. And fuck off. Enjoy Star Wars by yourself. And just, don't stick your filthy socio-political ideas under my nose. You can have them, your opinions and ideas. I just don't care about them. I just don't give a frog. So that's it. This is the gist of the video. Star Wars is for everybody. So all we can do is enjoy Star Wars and try not to spoil it for anybody else. Please. That would be all from me. What do you think? Do you share my opinion, or does your opinion differ in any way? Let me know in the comments down below. And that will be all from me. See you soon, and may the Force be with you.